My name is She.Pharaoh or Pharaoh, whichever people feel comfortable calling me.
I want to be me, do me, and be things that me would want to be. I'm selfish, too afraid to tell her my feelings, too afraid to tell her that when she tells me her dreams, I'm not listening, too afraid.
Akhenaten is known for being married to Queen Nefertiti, but Nefertiti wasn't actually a queen. She and Akhenaten were both pharaohs. And people fail to realize that women were pharaohs at that time as well. So that's where I got the name She.Pharaoh. I use my name Pharaoh for my art because I like making pieces for us, by us, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not only a poet, you also do art.
Yes.
So which one started first?
Art started first. Paintings and drawing started first, and then it kind of like spun into me starting to like write. I was that kid who also like took my dolls and I make clothes too. I like to do that too. But I would take my dolls and I would make paper towel and tape dresses and suits for my dolls. So it was like I was always like just that weird kid who like found ways to make stuff work for her. Like, I made it work. Shoot, if I went in Walmart, I'd be like, Mom, can I get that dress? Girl, please. So I just went on and I made the dress out of paper towel and tape.
I'm sorry, you said paper towels and tape?
Yes, paper towel and tape. I can still do it. I feel like I can still do it.
A paper towel dress, huh?
Yes, a paper towel dress.
At the Oscars tomorrow night will be a paper towel dress.
Yes, God. Catch you at the Met Gala 2034.
Exactly, with a paper towel. You know what? I can't even say nothing because Kanye came out with ripped up clothes and everybody thought it was the business.
Look here. I don't see, that's the thing. This kind of couture I probably wouldn't put out there like that. This is runway, strictly Met Gala. Look, once they come out with that kitchen theme, paper towels all in there.
You got them.
Yeah, that's it though. It's not going further than that.
Inspired by Bounty Towels.
So I started writing when I was 8. And then around that time, like my parents, they were separating and everything. So I was like, I'm not gonna lie. It's an emotional kind of thing. And, you know, I'm little. I didn't know how to handle it. So, you know, that frustration kind of built up. And then I'm passive aggressive, you know. So it's like I allow stuff to build up and build up and build up until I snap. And when I snap, it's like freaking World War II or something. So it's like I had to, I put myself into like writing in order to escape from all of that. And then from there, it just slowly became like, okay, how can I make my writing more interesting? And then that's when I like got into poetry. How to say like a million things, you know? It's like really you're saying one word, but you're explaining it with a million words, you know? Sometimes I'm in a very dark place. Sometimes. Other times I'm just in a state of deep thought. Sometimes I'm connecting with myself, reflecting on myself. So I'm in multiple universes when I'm writing. It's like I'm one of those people, I get into my own head. And then, you know, negative self-talk is something that, you know, I do sometimes still battle with. You know, not necessarily like giving myself enough credit, I guess. Not accepting the fact that I'm learning, you know, I'm trying to make progress. I'm trying to get better, you know. So I think people see like that I'm very goofy. I love like laughing. I'll joke about anything. I really will. They tell you that I'm a kind person. I'm pretty kind, you know. I'm very smooth too. I'm very smooth. And I can be serious. It's certain things that I am serious about. So they tell you that as well. I memorized this piece on the way to the car. I mean, on the way here, not to the car. You
was walking.
Yeah, I really was though. I was walking to the car, then I got in the car, and then I tried to.
So where are you originally from?
Savannah, Georgia. See, Poe. As a high school student, honestly, because senioritis is kicking my behind right now.
I'm sorry, senior what?
Senioritis. It's when like you're just at the you're at your wits end, okay? And I am at my wits end with school. Like I'm so ready to just graduate. But as a student, I say I'm self-motivated, hardworking, and I pay attention. Like I'm very what's the word? Observant. I'm very observant. I decided that I wanted to actually perform because growing up in Savannah, my mom, she used to work at a middle school, and she and my aunt, they had a group called Soul Speak and Soul Spit, Soul Step and Soul Speak, and my mom was over the steppers, and then my aunt was over Soul Speak along with someone named Clinton Powell, which he is like amazing. He was like one of the dopest poets in Savannah. So like seeing them work together, seeing their poets, and then seeing Mr. Powell like on the stage just was like, wow, like they used to mesmerize me.
See, when I was little, somebody stole my bike. I told grandma, and she said, baby, everything gonna be all right. Somebody probably needed that bike more than you did. It wasn't just that one time, but all the time. Optimism and faith flowed from my dear's lips. When I lost my 2 front teeth, when I did not win the spelling bee, when my team was eliminated by 28 points in the championship game, I was angry, broken-hearted, looking for someone, something to blame, but all I ever heard was grandma's raspy alto voice singing, count it all joy. Now see, it's easy to be joyful when you know you're gonna pass every single class this semester, and you're dating one of the finest people in your school, and you can dress good too. Or how about when it's holiday or family reunion time, and you get to see all your family members and eat some real good food too, like some fried chicken, some baked chicken, some barbecue chicken, some stewed chicken. God knows like I know that it ain't no family event if you ain't got no chicken. Yeah.
So I was like, I want to do this. I want to know how I can captivate people like that. So then one day I wrote a poem, and then I went to the Muse Arts Warehouse, and I spit. Like, I just did it, like Nike. Yeah, it's crazy because I still feel that way before I get up on stage. It's like my stomach was just flipping, like doing all kinds of flips. Like I had butterflies in my stomach, my palms were sweaty. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna call my name. And it was like, oh shoot, then I'm gonna have to get up there and actually do it. And then there were people that were with me, so I was like, dang, they gonna hold me to what I said I'm gonna do. So in the beginning, my name was Kiddo. Kiddo because I was young, and prior to like actually getting up and performing my first time, I just went up there as, my regular name because, the people who were hosting, were taught by my mom. So they knew me as just who I was, prior to the poetry. So Kiddo, I just used that because I was young, I was like 12. So I was like, shoot, I might as well. They're going to call me kid anyways. I'm not going to lie, I was always very much an advocate for my people. I was always like, I guess outspoken, kind of. Especially because I went to a predominantly white school. So it was like, I was the token black kid kind of thing. Like, anything about slavery. Like, looking at you. We want answers. And it's like, that has nothing to do with me. But it has everything to do with me because it's still my job to speak up. It's my job. Now it's more like I can tell that I've matured because like my views on certain things have changed. How I feel about a lot of things have changed. However, I still stand firmly by that belief of honestly, equality and equity. That's what I believe in. So I don't think I've changed a lot mentally. Like I've matured a lot mentally, but I don't think I've changed as far as seeking the truth and writing it, I wrote this piece because I'm young and all, you feel me? But I've been in
but I've been in like a sucky kind of situationship, you feel me? So it's like the first of all, my mom taught me that first and foremost, love isn't supposed to hurt. So that's when I realized I've never been in love. I ain't never been in love. And then I was like, dang, like once I got out of this one, I was like, shoot, do I really want to love in general? But then I was like, I don't think stop loving is the answer. I gotta learn how to figure myself out first, love myself first, like master that.
What love is, like, to me, because I think to me, you know, I agree with you on the experiences part. However, if I were to give love a definition, I would say it's more of a descriptive term for actions, because I feel like love is a verb. I feel like it is an action word. You know, you can say it however many times as you want, but if your actions don't, you know, match what you're saying, then, you know, do you really, you know? So I feel like love is a descriptive word for actions, a series of complex actions that I would say are caused by a deep adoration or a deep admiration even of like a person or a being or a spirit or a soul, you know what I mean? Because you can love someone's soul and not necessarily want to be with that person or not necessarily want to be around that person all the time. Or and then the other one, soul partners and soul mates. I feel like both exist. I feel like you can have a soulmate and a soul partner. I especially believe that you can have multiple soul partners, but I also, just how you can have multiple soulmates throughout your lifetime, because I feel like you go through multiple like transitions in your life, multiple changes occur in your life, and you know, you evolve as you go. You know, you may fall out of love with someone. That's possible. You can no longer be in alignment with someone, and that's when a soul partner steps in. A soul partner, I feel, can become a soulmate. And I do believe that they're deserving of love. I think all of them are deserving of love. However, I feel like your soulmate is the person that you are in love with. Because there's a difference between being in love and loving someone. When you loving someone, like I love my mom. I love my mom. But I don't love my mom the same way that I would love a boyfriend or the same way I would love a husband. My husband is somebody that I'm invested in. You know what I mean? My mother invested in me. I'm invested in this person. So me investing in you with this love is me being in love with you. You know, me loving my mom. My mom is like my rock. That's my best friend. I love her to death. You know what I mean? But they're two different types of love. You know, you can love somebody, but are you in love?
My relationship is a wreck. My emotions is disarray. From now on, it's F, because my mom's right there. It's FBs and get money. Acting up. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Okay. From now on, it's
fuck bitches
and get money.
You know, I don't think, like me now, I don't think it was really me in love. I don't think I was in love at all. I don't think I've ever been in love. I think I've been in lust. I think I've loved. I know I loved and I've loved hard, you know, but I don't think I've ever been in love. However, my first experience with love outside of my mom, like in a relationship, I had to come to a point. That's kind of like what I wrote the poem about. Also, I write based off of observation, like what I see. But I was in a kind of toxic relationship, and I didn't know it was toxic because, you know, I was so blind. I was so ignorant to what it actually was too, because, you know, once again, my mom told me that love shouldn't hurt. Of course, love is not supposed to hurt physically at all, but also it's not supposed to hurt emotionally, spiritually, you know? And it was like, not only was I aching as like a person, but I was aching as a being, you know, being with this person. He was just really toxic. And it was like, really, I feel like we were toxic for each other. And we were trying to force alignment. We were trying to force ourselves to be with each other when we were just not meant to be. And we had to come to that conclusion. Love is a complex way of describing these actions, you know? Love is action. Love is showing somebody that you care, showing somebody that you understand, showing someone that you're listening, you know? Because that's a part of it. Communication is a major part of it. The bedroom, because it's a very intimate place. And also, sometimes I write in my closet, but I consider my closet to be a counterpart of my bedroom. My closet, because I consider my closet to be my war room, because that's sometimes where I go to cry, and sometimes where I go to just think. And honestly, I used to have this closet where you could walk in, and I used to have this little seat. I put this bench in there so I could just sit down. And sometimes if I just wanted to cry and not be heard, I just cry and not be heard. Because sometimes I don't know why I'm crying, and I don't want my mom to ask me. So I write because it's a very intimate place. My bedroom is a very intimate place for me. I ride in the car on road trips, and my mom is my best friend. So it's like really easy to talk to her about like everything, you know. Sometimes too much, sometimes too much, but shoot, you know. So I'll write because her wisdom, like what she says to me, I listen, you know, I hear it. And it's like, I'll write about it because I want her to know that I'm listening, you know. I'm hearing so much from my mom. I've learned a lot from her. I've learned how to love myself from my mom. I've learned how to take my mental health seriously from my mom. I learned how to pay attention, you know, listen more, speak less with my mom. My mom teaches me a lot, you know. It's like, it's so much that she teaches me that I just, it's like, I could go on and on and on. Like, I could write 20 books about, probably 20 million books, really, about all the stuff that she's taught me. Like, right now, I am working on publishing my first book of poems. I got them copywritten last semester, actually. Well, last August-ish. I got them copywritten, so now I'm in the process of getting that done. And on top of that, I'm trying to get everything done so I can graduate, because I'm ready to get out, okay? I'm trying to go. Deuces, I'm trying to walk across the stage, go home, and that's it. Last time I see that place. I'm very introverted. Very introverted. I'm that kid. You want to know who I am? I'm that kid who sits outside at lunch by herself. That's me. Because the campus is an open campus. It's outdoors. So I'll sit outside, especially when it's on the warm days, and I'll just think. Like, that's literally all I'll do. Tune out everybody around me and just think. I'll literally sit there, my legs folded, legs like Indian style, and just think. My writing process is I'll sit down and honestly, okay, I'm gonna be real. Smoke a joint, right? Sometimes I'll smoke a joint and I'll sit down and then my mind races. My mind just starts racing and then I just start jotting stuff down. Like sometimes my innermost thoughts, sometimes some stuff I'll never tell anyone. Like, you know, this piece I never spit to anyone, or even no one's ever even seen it, you know, because it's about you know, it's crazy because this one is about love. It's the first one I clicked on, but it's about how I see people, you know, how I see people's interactions or people's beliefs of what, you know, love is, or, you know, I'll pay attention to people's, you know, body language. I'll write about how, you know, how they did certain things, how they went about certain stuff. I write about things that I admire. I write about a lot of stuff that I admire.
Life is vibrant. Your life is vibrant.